President Donald Trump's tariff threats are no longer just rhetoric, they're becoming reality. This Saturday, the White House confirms a new wave of tariffs is set to take effect, signaling a major shift in U.S. trade policy. The president will impose tariffs on Saturday: 25% on Mexico, 25% on Canada, and 10% on China, says the White House.
I can confirm that tomorrow, the February 1st deadline that President Trump put into place at a statement several weeks ago continues. The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and a 10% tariff on China for the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country, which has killed tens of millions of Americans. These are promises made and promises kept by the president.
Trump says the move aims to curb undocumented migration and reduce trade deficits with U.S. neighbors. Trump says Canadian oil will face a lower 10% tariff, possibly taking effect on February 18th.
If the president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful, forceful, but reasonable, immediate response. It's not what we want, but if he moves forward, we will also act.
The president also plans to impose tariffs on the European Union, claiming the bloc has not treated the U.S. well.
Am I going to impose tariffs on the European Union? Do you want the truthful answer, or shall I give you a political answer?
Truth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The European Union has treated us so terribly.
Trump also stated that there is more tariffs to come, with tariffs being placed on chips, oil, gas, and steel in mid-February.
But eventually we're going to put tariffs on chips. We're going to put tariffs on oil and gas. That'll happen fairly soon. I think around the 18th of February. And we're going to put a lot of tariffs on steel. We already have tariffs on steel, and we've saved our steel industry, but that was relatively small compared to what it'll be. But we're going to be putting tariffs on steel and aluminum and ultimately copper. Copper will take a little bit longer. And that'll happen pretty quickly. It'll mean that it'll be a great boost for our steel industry. It'll make our steel industry very strong.
After Trump's tariff promise on key U.S. trading partners, stocks on Wall Street surrendered early gains and closed broadly lower on Friday. China, Canada, and Mexico are the top U.S. trading partners, and they account for 40% of the goods imported to the U.S. last year. Fears are rising that steep levies could kick off a major trade war, as well as push up prices in the U.S. Bureau Report, NewsX.